This one here comes in from Jerry. Jerry asks, Jacob Wohl got 100% booted off of Twitter after it was confirmed he created bot accounts to help Trump in 2020. How do you think he's handling it? Oh, he's not well. I mean that like literally. Jacob Wohl is not well at all, period. Like, this is a kid who's 21 years old and is going to find himself in a world. I mean, he's already found himself in a world of hurt, but this is only going to hurt his brand going forward, at least in some aspects of it. And I'm not going to lie when I say that I'm kind of okay with it. So according to the article here, Twitter suspends conservative activist Jacob Wohl after he admits to making false accounts. In an interview published on Tuesday, he said he planned to create fake Twitter, Facebook profiles to steer the left-wing votes in the primaries to what we feel are weaker candidates compared to Trump. So he's running a disinfo campaign, right? We live in an age right now where people don't want this kind of thing to happen. We've heard about it nonstop for the last couple of years now. Did Russia interfere in the election? Yeah, they did. Is it done through memes and Facebook posts and things like that? Yeah, a lot of it. A lot of it. Can't say how much interference was there, but they still made the attempt to interfere, so they interfered. They still went through this. They still interfered. Whether or not there was an outcome, who knows, but they still did the crime. And then Jacob Wohl is all like, I'm going to make it work. Although, is it just me, or does he kind of look like a really young Jim Acosta here? Anyway, Jacob Wohl, the conservative activist who infamously attempted to smear special counsel Robert Mueller with false sex assault allegations before the 2018 midterm elections, was banned from Twitter on Tuesday for operating a ring of fake accounts. Now, right then and there should tell you everything you need to know about Jacob Wohl. This is a guy who, using his own security company that he has somehow, to go out there and to smear Robert Mueller, whatever you think of the guy, whatever you think of the investigation, to try to accuse a person of sexual assault before the 2018 election in order to sway it towards conservatives. Now, granted, that had absolutely zero impact, and there was a blue wave, not a tsunami, but definitely a wave, and nothing came from it. And this whole past week, he's been in Minnesota with Laura Loomer, Looney Loomer of all people, Miss, oh my God, the lefties are out to get my car by dilapidating my tire over years of just, of not touching it, of just years of neglect on the tire. They're perfect for each other. I wouldn't be surprised if she's already harvesting a seed for her super Ashkenazi Jew lineage. I don't know. She said a lot of weird things over the years. Anyway, Wohl operated Women for Schultz, which posed as a supporter of former Starbucks CEO and presidential hopeful Howard Schultz. He also operated two other banned Twitter accounts, according to a source familiar. Wohl's account was suspended for multiple violations of the Twitter rules, specifically creating and operating fake accounts. Now, Twitter is very, very, very hardcore. If you get suspended, like, a lot of people tend to come back, but it really, and it depends on whether or not you've been very bad. Like the severity of the crimes broken on Twitter, if you're allowed to come back or not. Like Sargon, he's gone, even though he has kind of made a public statement towards Jack Dorsey to come back. Other people have been booted and they've rebooted their accounts, come back just fine. So it really just depends on the person. Even the Mundane Mad account, it got suspended in the summer of 2013. And it was suspended in August of 2013, and I was able to appeal it and get it reinstated in, I think, March or April of 2014. So it can take time. I don't know what did it, but someone did it. So I'm cool with that. But yeah, they have pretty crazy rules. Now, Wohl became the center of controversy in October when he claimed an unaffiliated intelligence firm, that, by the way, that was his, had proof that Mueller had sexually assaulted an unnamed woman. The intelligence firm's document attempting to prove the allegations was riddled with inaccuracies, and Wohl never produced the accuser because he tried saying that it was, oh, she's scared for her life, ladies and gentlemen. She's scared for her life. Like the picture he posted was found on his public Facebook, and it was his girlfriend. He had just covered her face to make it look like she was the accuser, that he was with her in an airport somewhere. They were on a trip. Like, that's the kind of disinfo agent Jacob Wohl is. That's the kind of person Jacob Wohl is. This kid even tried running like investor scams, and he's completely barred from that entire world for life. And he's only 21 because he's such a scam artist, but people keep giving him the benefit of the doubt. They keep giving him credit. Like his dad is like his number one supporter. Like, my boy's out there lying for Trump. Yeah, my boy done good. No, This is what we should be fighting against. It doesn't matter what you are. It doesn't matter what you where you sit politically. It doesn't matter where you anything like that. It doesn't matter anything. What we should be doing as a society is very, very, very much pushing back against this kind of false narrative, especially when it comes to politics. We need to hold our politicians to a higher standard, and we need to hold a lot of these political agents to a higher standard. But then again, it's politics. It's never going to happen. I know this wishful thinking. At no point in time is it ever going to actually fucking happen. I know that. Now, in a phone interview on Tuesday, Wohl admitted to operating Women for Schultz, saying this is par for the course. We were just talking about how this is probably going to happen. Wohl initially said he did not create the Women for Schultz handle before backpedaling and claiming the account, saying, "Thank you for reminding me," he said. "I tweeted at it to be goofy, but it's not a fake account. I was tweeting about women's issues that Schultz happens to be good on." Yeah. And then he got basically busted in USA Today. He talked about it and then they busted him. Because that's who Jacob Wohl is. He's so desperate for attention. He's so desperate for not even just attention. He's so desperate for validation in this world as a political agent. That's what he wants. He wants to be a political agent. He wants to be that like millennial for Trump, the guy that leads the charge of the young under 24 voters, the 18 to 24 block, that he can sit there and raise up the MAGA flag and go walking into the voting booth and go, "We did it." But all he's doing is making himself look stupider and stupider and stupider time and time and time again. That's why this dude is an absolute fucking moron. I know he's 21. He's got a lot left to learn. And I do hope one day he pulls his head out of his ass and becomes a functioning member of society and stops with this type of cloak and dagger disinformation nonsense. And his parents, Jesus, his parents are like pushing this on. His dad is out there literally like getting ready to give his son a congratulatory HJ for this. Like, "Oh, you did it, son. You got the lefties." You know, like that's what it feels like. Just stop wiping your kid's ass. Teach your boy right from wrong. Fine, if he wants to campaign for Trump, I'm not against campaigning for Trump. If he wants to campaign with Laura Loomer about the crazy Muslim infestation of Minnesota, whatever the hell it is, where they're hanging out in a hipster coffee shop, fine, let him do that. But do it publicly, do it honestly. Do it honestly from their own heart. It's this disinformation crap I can't stand, and he knows exactly what he does, and he knows exactly why he does it, and people just keep giving into this. They keep giving into this nonsense mindset of this 21-year-old that's like, "I'm doing the Lord's work." No, you're being a moron, and you're always being exposed for being a moron. At this point, I simply just have to summarize it up by saying, I kind of see why you support Trump. So by all means, keep going, because Bernie 2020, baby. Bernie 2020. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this clip from whatever. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to thumbs up the video, subscribe. You can even submit your own stories to peskyadblock@gmail.com or call the voicemail line. If you want to help support the channel financially, you can always join the channel, become a member today, or go to patreon.com/MundaneMatt. Thank you guys again so much. Have yourself a great day, and peace out.